Hey guys, I'm Devon.
I'm Will.
This is our 28-foot tiny house. We call it Think and Grow Tiny.
Built by Liberation Tiny Homes, and we've been here for 4 months now. Come on in, check it out. Welcome to our tiny house, and here's our kitchen. So we went with a 3-burner Furrion propane stove. We cook every night on it, I think. Sometimes we go on the barbecue, but for the most part we're doing fish, chicken, steak. We had to get this because of the fish. We didn't want it to stink up the whole house because, as you know, fish can get a little stinky. So that actually works out really great. Our hexagon backsplash that Devon picked out, we think it came out really well. We have all of our open shelving here. We decided to do that instead of cabinets so that it could be a little bit more open. So here, one of the next thing we really wanted was a big double sink. So we got a big farmer sink. As deep as we could go because a lot of tiny houses don't have deep sinks. And then we got these cool things here, so it doubles as prep space for cutting food or drying dishes or whatever it is, so that was a plus. And then we did do another upper cabinet just so we have more rooms for all of our dishes and cups and things, so we're not bending over all the time. And all of our drawers, that's kind of our medicine drawer. We got plenty of storage all throughout. And cool things like this, so we have a butcher block and it's built over the trash, so when you're prepping your food you can kind of just slide it in. So that was one of our cool little features, that it just gives you more space to have things all tucked away like that. The countertops, we went with a quartz. We really wanted to keep everything kind of neutral, so we went with a lot of grays, gray cabinets, and then with all the black accents. The quartz veins were nice and deep and some dark colors, so we tried to match that with our backsplash. That's why we kind of went with the marble quartz looking hexagon tile and the dark gray grout. So we're trying to tie it all together but not be too colorful. So it's nice to decorate with color instead. So in here we have the staircase going to the loft. We have the fridge, microwave, and our little toaster built in. As well as storage, so we have our silverware, we keep our waters and some extra stuff down there, but we really wanted all this stuff built into the stairs so that it was kind of hidden and out of the way, and it makes it a functional kitchen, so everything's just turn around, put it in the fridge, so it's worked out really well. First maybe we thought downsizing that we wouldn't have enough cabinet space, but Liberation did a great job of designing everything and making us have enough storage.
Hey guys, this is our living room. We decided to go with this couch. It has storage underneath here, which is where we store most of our extra blankets and sheets and anything like that, just in case we have guests over. This is Cruz. He has his own little section. Everything that he needs is under his bed there, so we don't really have to worry about dog stuff everywhere because it's basically all under there. So we usually eat our dinners and basically all of our meals here. This actually lifts up and we have our little office under here and we eat all of our meals. We can watch TV, we can look out the double doors, out our living room window. We love it. It's super cozy. It's plenty of room for us and Cruz. We really don't need much more room than that. And this pulls out so that we have an extra, basically a full-size bed. So if we have guests and we need some extra room, we pull it out. Even if we're just hanging out, we like to pull it out and kind of veg out a little bit, but easy enough. So moving from the living room, we have our double staircase, which we went with because we have some extra boxes upstairs. We didn't want a ladder to carry up everything, but we have a crazy amount of storage now because we have the double staircase. So this is my wardrobe. Basically everything I need is in there, probably a little bit and then some. And we have plenty of storage. This is Will's kind of dressing room, so And then we keep our shoes in that one, but we have so much storage, and we like that we can kind of put decorations on this extra staircase and everything like that. And then it goes up into our spare loft. So we just added this bookcase a couple weeks ago, actually. We had a ton of books and we were tired of keeping them in boxes. And we thought that adding the bookcase would add in a lot of extra color because there's a lot of white going on in here. So, and I was excited that I had a different place to put my plants. And that way people don't roll off the loft when they're up there sleeping, so.
I think one of the main reasons we wanted to go tiny was the lifestyle. Just we wanted to be outside more and not have to worry about cleaning your house all day. It takes us 20 minutes to clean the whole entire house, so we're off to the beach after that, pretty much.
Yeah, we definitely wanted the freedom that it gives us, definitely the financial freedom. We can basically live the life that we want to because we're living tiny.
Walking through the kitchen into our bathroom, we really wanted a full-size shower. That was, besides the kitchen, probably one of our biggest things we wanted. So we did a full 5-foot walk-in instead of a tub with full tile surround and our glass doors, which we love because you can go in one way, out the other way. And then you've got this little towel rack as well, so it's good for drying your towels after. And then moving over here, we have a full-size washer and dryer, which was another big thing for us. Is we didn't want the small combo washer and dryer because we've heard the drying time can be a few hours. So we decided to do the full-size stackables, which we kind of recessed in, so there's a little bump out on the back of our house. So it didn't take away any space in here. It didn't change really the layout at all, which is awesome. We have a real flushing standard toilet instead of a camper toilet, RV toilet. We do have an outlet back there to hook up an incinerating toilet if we have to. So if we ever decided we wanted to go off grid, then we could do it. And then we've got most of our things in the mirror, so we have plenty of storage there, so that's been really useful. And our custom cabinets in here, just with more stuff. And then underneath is where our actual propane on-demand hot water heater is tucked in there, so you don't see it, which is really nice. It's out of the way and it's quiet and it's extremely efficient. So we matched the countertops with the kitchen, same quartz, just to keep that same feel throughout the house, and went with black accents, and works for us. So
we're heading up into our main sleeping loft where we have a king bed. Originally I was against the king bed, but we got a Nectar mattress that comes in a box, which is really cool. So you just take it out of the box and it just kind of springs up. But obviously the king bed fits perfectly in here. We still have some extra space next to our bed. And we built some really nice shelves for some more books and some of our pictures, because I felt like we didn't really have too much space for our pictures and things like that. So that's a really nice personal touch that we get to add in. Our windows up here are one of my favorites. We definitely wanted to make the width of them big enough so that we could see out them and it wasn't too skinny or anything like that. But yeah, we basically just wanted to have the mattress up here, nothing else. Didn't want to feel cluttered or anything like that. So I'm glad we went with the king. And it takes up most of the space, so there's really not too much other room for stuff. So we built in this extra storage after we got the house. I needed more room for clothes. So basically this is all of my clothes. I definitely needed some space for my hanging up clothes and things like that. Basically I roll all of my clothes so I have more room for them. But yeah, we like this added space and it gives us more privacy. So during quarantine, actually, we had our own home gym before we moved into the tiny house, and this was a mat that we bought so that we could be more comfortable working out on the floor and stuff. But when it came to the tiny house, it was a little too hard on our knees on the regular floor, so we added in the pad so that when we're crawling in and out, it's easier and not so hard on our knees. I have hit my head on the beam a couple times making the bed. Other than that, we can both sit up in bed, so that's really not a problem. We love our little bedroom up here.
So this is the loft on the other side of the house, which is, I guess, our guest loft, or as you can see, our storage loft. Even though we've downsized and tried to minimalize, we still have things we want to hold on to, so we're kind of using it as a storage, but there's still plenty of room for friends and family to come and have a little sleepover. A lot of tiny houses we saw only had one loft, and we really wanted that second loft for storage. We liked the idea of having another dormer with the windows, so it matched both sides of the house. But yeah, it's really just a bonus room.
For us, the tiny home is kind of like a home base, so we wanted more financial freedom. So we basically leave the tiny house here to be able to go anywhere else and travel and things like that. Towing this thing all over the place all the time, packing everything up again, kind of tying everything down, is a lot of work. And very stressful. I did not realize how stressful it would be to have the tiny house actually on the road.
It's a little weird to see your house going down the highway.
Like 75 going down the
it's
highway.
Weird because it's not meant. It doesn't look right when you're looking at it. I took a video of them delivering it, and the guy just went flying by. I'm like, that's my house. Like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine. Moving it wasn't too bad. We did hire a company because I didn't have a truck that was big enough to tow it. So we called the company to come tow it for us. They said it tows really nice. It is a heavy house, so it's 18,000 pounds about, because we went with the heavy material, and but it tows nice. It's easy to set up, and then all of our hookups are the same as an RV, like most tiny houses. So sewer, water, electric, it plugs right in. It's a 50 amp service, so we can run our washers and dryers and never have any issues with the breakers tripping or not enough power. So we kind of overbuilt it, but we wanted to be safe. So around the front, we just have a small propane tank for now. It's easy, quick disconnect. And then our mini split, which is the heat and AC, which runs off of this. Also super efficient. I think our electric bill is $20 on average, and we run it all the time, and it's really affordable. So lifting the house and leveling the house where you need it is really easy. We've got jacking points on each side of the house, and we've got 2 in the middle and the tongue jack. We still have only been down in North Carolina for a few weeks now, so our goal is to build the deck, put the barbecue on it, maybe a couple chairs, a real set of stairs to go into the house, and then maybe some more plants and things just to make it more homey. But we're getting there. We're still in the moving process, so we're maybe going to be settled in another month or 2, I would think. Thank you guys for coming and exploring our tiny house with us, and hopefully it helps you with your design process or your future endeavors. And
yeah, we really love to show everybody our tiny house, tell people why we went tiny, and basically just explaining everything, because people always have questions of why we went that way, why we did this, and things like that. And definitely our Instagram page shows a little bit more into that, where we go more in depth of why we did this and everything like that.
Our lifestyle and our mindset, and yeah.